What my insurance and shit at, dog? I need all my shit back together.
I'm gonna go grab it.
I need all my shit together, man.
Warning.
I need all my shit together,
You do have
dog.
a brake light out. Okay. You didn't have your seatbelt on, but I am gonna give you a warning. I'm gonna go grab it for you. Be right back. All right.
Right, that's what you're gonna have to do.
To the scene. I haven't violated any laws. Okay. He's become disorderly.
Just don't let me say a word to him.
I'm not saying a word.
If you would shut your trap and listen for 2 seconds.
Oh boy, you got an attitude, don't you?
If you would listen for 2 seconds, state law says if any representative of any procedures are set forth.
I simply told him that wanting women is inappropriate.
A simple act, standing in a public space, filming as you have every legal right to, quickly turns into a test of power and authority. You're approached, questioned, and then suddenly, your rights are challenged. A demand for ID, a threat of arrest. But where is the crime? And why do so many officers believe that suspicion alone is enough to strip you of your freedoms? In today's encounter, we watch as an individual stands firm, refusing to be intimidated, while officers struggle to justify their overreach. Will the law prevail, or will intimidation win the day?
Has asked you to leave the property. If you do not,
I'm going to show you why you're wrong. I'm going to show you why you're wrong.
I don't care what you have to show me, to be honest.
It's paperwork that says I can film
I
this.
have now asked you to leave the property. If you do not,
and you're misinformed.
You will be placed under arrest.
Now hang on a second. You're telling me if I don't leave, you're going to arrest me?
Yes, sir. You have been asked by a law enforcement officer to leave the property that you are standing on right now.
Here, I want you to read this. This is from the Department of Homeland Security. Yes, you do. Right there. It says I can film this. I can be on this property and I can film it.
Have I said anything about filming? No.
No.
I've asked you to leave the property.
But that's why I was asked to leave. I can't be trespassed from public property.
Yes, you can.
Unless I've done something wrong.
I
haven't created a scene. I haven't violated any laws. Okay. He's become disorderly.
Just don't let me say a word to him.
I'm not saying a word.
If you would shut your trap and listen for 2 seconds.
Oh boy, you got an attitude, don't you?
If you would listen for 2 seconds, state law says if any representative of any business, anywhere, I don't care if it's federal government, which this would qualify as a federal government business, any representative of any business asks law enforcement to tell you to exit the property, you must do so per state law. So if you would like to go that route.
He doesn't have the authority to ask me to leave.
He absolutely does by state law.
Do you know what his position is?
State law trumps anything you're about to tell me.
I'm just asking, do you know what his position is?
You have about 30 seconds, because I'm about to walk inside and ask him if he would like to do the same thing. You have 30 seconds to leave this property.
All right, I mean, a lawsuit is just as good being threatened for arrest. So
I'm not threatening arrest.
No, you're promising arrest. You're telling me if I don't leave, you will arrest me.
Because that's what has
an
to happen.
ultimatum.
That is exactly what has to happen.
That's an ultimatum.
I'm giving you the opportunity to, on your own free will, walk off of this property, which it sounds like you're not going to. So if you would like
I will.
to not walk
I will.
off.
I just want to make sure that I understand what you're saying. If I don't leave, you are going to arrest me.
Yes, per state law, I have to. So,
okay, I'll move over there.
Do you have your ID on you?
I'm not going to show you ID.
Okay. When a law enforcement officer asks you to present your ID to them,
no,
you're required by state law.
You need reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime.
Right here.
Of a crime. What is the crime?
Harassment.
It's not harassment.
It is.
No, this is not harassment.
Several people have come up to me.
I have kept my mouth shut. I kept my mouth shut. It's not harassment.
Several people have asked me to talk to you because you're recording them walking in and out of a business.
Yeah, and that's fine. I have the right to do that.
Harassment.
No, it's not. I'm standing.
It's definitely suspicious.
This is a constitutionally protected activity, filming in public. Okay, and I had the right to do it.
Are you doing a project or something?
Yes.
Okay, for what?
I'm not going to tell you now because you've been so aggressive.
I've kept my distance. I've explained state law to you. How is that aggressive?
Because
please tell me how that is aggressive.
Hang on a second. I have to decline this.
I've done nothing but explain state
I have
law.
asked you if you want to see this paperwork that will explain to you that I have a right to be here. This is federal paperwork from Congress and from the Department of Homeland Security. This right here will explain the whole thing.
I work for the state. You understand that, right?
Yes.
So I'm explaining state law to you.
In federal law trumps state law.
No,
it always does. It always does.
And if you want to be a part of Congress, yes. If you want to be, if you work for the state as like a senator or something, yes. I work for Dorchester County Sheriff's Office. I enforce state law. I do not enforce federal law. I'm not a federal law enforcement officer. You understand that, correct?
Yeah, but federal law trumps state law.
That's
Especially when it comes down to just the freedom of being able to film in public.
Regardless, do you have your ID?
Here, let's walk over here so I'm not going to get
you have your
trespassed.
ID? I need
I
your
am
ID
not
right
going to
now.
show you my identification.
So you're not going to provide your...
I don't have to. I
you
don't
do.
have to. What
You do.
crime are you suspecting me of? You need
Harassment.
reasonable...
Actually trespassing at this point. We're beyond that.
Well,
At this point. We're beyond that.
well,
I need your ID.
are you going to arrest me if I don't show you my ID?
I can.
I need you to give me an ultimatum.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm
Okay,
asking
then.
for your ID.
Okay, then I'm going to move off the
I
property.
need your ID.
If you're asking for it, I'm going to decline.
I need your ID.
I'm
not
declining.
asking, I'm requiring you to produce your ID right now.
Are you giving me an ultimatum
I need
between
your ID
arrest?
right now.
And I don't have to show you that unless you're going to give me an
Are you
ultimatum.
going to act like a child, or are we going to be adults here? I need your ID.
I am sticking with the
Please
law.
produce your identification right now.
If you're asking, I'm going to decline.
I'm not asking. I'm
So,
requiring you to produce identification.
Are you going to
right
arrest
now.
me if I don't show you my identification?
I need your identification right now.
If you're not going to
I need your
arrest me,
identification right now.
I'm going to
I need
decline.
your identification right now.
You sound like a broken record. Unless you tell me you're going to arrest me if I don't show you my identification,
That's not how this works.
we're just having, it is
I don't
exactly
make
how it works.
threats. I don't give ultimatums. Okay? I need your identification right now. By law, you are required to produce it.
Not unless you can provide reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime has occurred. Now, where is your
Harassment and
evidence?
trespassing. You've been asked to leave by multiple subjects. They don't want you here, and you haven't left yet.
Is this a supervisor here?
Who?
Is that your
that's my
supervisor?
That's my zone partner.
I think you probably have a supervisor show up.
104, 153. Gladly. I will gladly get my lieutenant to come waste his time to talk to you.
All right.
Rather than you be an adult and leave. Got it.
Oh, I will leave if you just let me leave. All I'm doing is filming in public. I'm taking pictures of people going in and out. I'm working on a story about COVID-19. That's all. I'm just working on a story about COVID-19, taking pictures.
Do you work for like a news
Like,
agency or anything?
a YouTube channel.
A YouTube channel?
Yes, sir.
What's your channel name?
The Lonely Pamphleteer.
I'm sorry, say that again.
The Lonely Pamphleteer. Can I have your name and badge number, please?
Deputy Smith, 143.
Thank you. So he's telling me I have to identify myself, and I'm saying unless there is evidence of a crime, he needs reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime has occurred, is occurring, or is about to occur. He has harassment. I'd like to know who is telling him that I'm harassing him, because I've been here quiet as a church mouse, and I have evidence of it. I have video. This is objective evidence that I haven't been harassing anybody. That guy over there with the gray shirt came up and wanted to punch me in the mouth, he said. He's going to knock me out. That is the actual quote from him. I haven't said anything to anybody except people who ask me what I'm doing. And I tell them I'm working on a story. And that's all.
You've done this before?
Yes. Yep. No problem.
At this location or?
No, over in Somerville, over there by Berlin G. Myers.
Right.
And police officer showed up, said, "You're not doing anything illegal. This is public property. You can take pictures in public." That's it.
Right.
Yeah, here comes Mr. Arrogant here, Mr. Trouble Starter.
Mr. Davies trying to be nice, okay? You have to go beyond that pillar right there or across the street, and you continue to do what you're doing.
Okay.
But
What's
you
your name and badge
cannot
number, please?
Stand on the post office property. That's all he said.
I'm not saying I'm not going to comply. I just want to say,
Still need your ID.
no, sir. Not unless you're going to give me an ultimatum. If you're going to give me an ultimatum, then I'm going to be arrested. Then I'll provide my ID.
If I give you an ultimatum, that's really against the law for me to do that. So
Otherwise,
I'm not gonna
you're
risk my
requesting.
job for some person who I don't even know what your name is.
Well, that's where you're putting yourself right now. If you're saying you want ID, if you're asking for ID, I'm going to respectfully decline to show you.
You are required by state. I'll go look up the statute and print it off for you if you'd like.
Perfect. And it'll say you have to have reasonable, articulable suspicion a crime has occurred.
They called because you're recording people walking in and out of a doorway.
And that's not a crime.
It's
That's
suspicious.
public photography.
It's suspicious.
Is suspicious?
It is very suspicious.
Is suspicious a
It's to the
misdemeanor
point
or
where
a felony?
It's to the point where I can stretch public disorderly conduct and take you to jail for that because now we have a crowd watching us.
Because of you.
No, because of you.
Photography by
think about
itself cannot be deemed
Cause and
unlawful.
effect. Cause and effect, right? I wouldn't be here. I'm the effect. Because you're the cause.
If
I
a
wouldn't be
man,
here if you weren't still here.
if a man standing here, just simply getting footage, which is suspicious of misdemeanor or a felony.
Especially with everything that we've got going on right now.
I would just like to know,
suspicious.
is suspicion
I'm gonna go look up that statute for you. Because you are required by state law to produce that.
only if you have reasonable, articulable suspicion a crime has occurred.
You see what you're doing?
This is not a crime.
A lot of people very uncomfortable.
This is public photography. I'm allowed to do this.
Don't act like an adult.
He's acting like a little kid. Tell me to act like an adult when he acts like that. Do you know him well?
I've been partner with him for the last few years.
Is he new on the force?
He's been doing it as long as I have.
Do you mind if I ask how long that is?
3 years.
You're being professional. I don't have a problem with you.
All right. You can leave.
Okay.
You need to leave. Beyond the archway, or across the street. Please do not stand in the street because now you're becoming a safety hazard.
Gotcha.
If you want to stand on that little median, I don't care. Or beyond that archway, but you cannot step foot on the shaded part. This
All
is
right.
their property, and they have asked you to leave it.
Is
that clear enough?
It's clear. Yep. I just want to know, did you get a name of the person who's a complainant?
I'm not giving you that.
I'll have to FOIA it then.
Then you can FOIA it, but I'm not giving you that.
All right. I'll walk down here. If you'll tell that guy in the gray shirt to get out of here.
I will escort you down there.
All right.
Yeah. Hang tight on that.
I'm moving down here.
Just don't talk to him. Why do you need to talk to him?
He got aggressive. I said, I'm just moving down here.
All right. This is your cutoff line. Do you understand?
Okay. Yep.
If they call again and you are on their property, you will go to jail because now you have an official.
This is a trespass warning. Gotcha.
Warning.
Yep.
Do you understand?
I got it. Yep.
My ID, were you looking at my
No, I was looking to make sure you had pepper spray or anything, but kind of big.
Okay.
I'll take your pursuit if you don't mind. Thank you.
Just saying, look, I get it. Everybody's just doing their job, but it's not appropriate for men to be wanting women.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, was there a problem? Is there an issue?
Well, not now, it was. My issue is the wand.
Okay, that's part of the courtroom security.
Yeah, I get that. But I find it inappropriate that men wand women.
Okay, well, he's not putting his hands on you, and it is completely appropriate.
No, it's not.
Okay.
You should have a woman.
Okay, well, then you need to take it up with the judge.
Oh, do I?
Yes.
Oh, really? So you came over here, what, to get confrontational with me over that? It's simply not appropriate. I was confrontational? I was confrontational?
The security person.
Was I confrontational? You're not serious right now, right? You're not serious right now.
You're not serious.
Confrontational? Confrontational.
If you have a problem with the security procedures, just report
I simply told him that men wanting women is inappropriate. So don't come over here and get up in my face and try to get confrontational with me. Okay? So why don't you turn around and go back where you came from?
I'm right here.
Well, I don't like you right here, and I didn't ask you to come over here. So is there anything else you needed?
No.
Then turn around and go about your way.
I'm not going to turn around and go away.
Well, I guess neither am I then. You want to have an argument? We'll have an argument. Am I being ridiculous? No, I think you were being ridiculous, and now you're getting your ass called out, so now you want to keep going. You don't know when to shut the f*** up. Turn that f***ing body cam on. I am not afraid of your f***ing body cam.
All right? I simply asked you if you had a problem with
And I told you what my f***ing problem was. You want to keep going? Because I can have a long list of f***ing problems.
Again, I told you where you take it over.
And I told you where you could f***ing go.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Everything okay?
Everything's okay.
Okay. I'm Officer McGee with the Violent Police Department. Just to let you know, everything is being audio and video recorded.
Likewise.
All right, we got a call Somebody had noticed that you were sitting here for an extended period of time, so mainly we're just checking to make sure that everything's all right.
Everything's perfect.
Okay. Is there a reason why you may be sitting here?
Do I have to answer any questions?
I'm just curious as to why you've been sitting here for as long as you have.
I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent since I'm not breaking any laws.
All right. Are you the registered owner of this vehicle? I have the tag, so I have a name. And are you?
I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right without having a lawyer present to answer questions.
Are you in need of any assistance, sir? Any medical assistance at all?
I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right since I'm not breaking any laws and there's no law, I have no lawyer present.
Okay. All right, just sit tight for me, okay?
Am I detained? Am I detained? Am I detained? Am I detained?
Hello, sir.
Hi. Are you familiar with the Bill of Rights?
Am I familiar with it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the First, the Fourth,
Amendment,
the
freedom of
Fifth
speech.
Amendment?
Yes, are you?
Are you also familiar with the Bill of Rights?
Yep.
The First, the Fourth, the Fifth Amendment?
Yep.
I'm going to invoke my First, my Fourth, and my Fifth Amendment right now.
How about you, sir? Are you familiar with them as well?
I am very familiar with them.
So the reason why we're here, I'll tell you what it is straight up. I mean, somebody called us. They're saying you're out here, right? They're concerned because you're sitting here, and they're not sure if they have a restraining order in effect, right? So they're not sure if you're affiliated with that person or you're possibly that person. That's why we're out here. So long, I mean, not to give you a hard time, right?
Their restraining order doesn't have anything to do with me.
Okay, that's why we're just verifying. All right?
I got it, but it has nothing to do with me. I'm not doing anything illegal.
Well,
and their fears don't trump my rights.
I'm just letting you know why we're here.
I got you.
They called us, and that's why we're here.
But I'm going to re-invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent without a lawyer present from this point. Am I being detained?
Are you being detained
yes.
right now? Yes, we're doing an investigation for a possible TRO violation.
That involves me?
We're not sure if it involves you or not yet.
So then,
that's why we're trying to figure it out right now. Don't worry, we'll figure it out.
So you're detaining me for no crime? Okay.
I'm sorry?
You're detaining me for no crime?
No, we're not. We're speaking to you. We're just trying to figure out what's going on.
No, but you said I'm detained. Speaking is one thing. Detaining is another thing. You're detaining me, right?
We're calling our supervisor. I don't know. What are you doing here, sir? Is there a reason why you're here?
Do I have to answer any questions?
Do you have to? We'll get to that. Just stand by then. Don't answer anything right now.
Why we were originally here?
Yeah, I told him we're investigating a TRO, possible TRO violation.
All right. So that's the only reason why we approached you. The call was a concern about you being here and if whether or not you may be associated with that restraining order. As of right now, you're not doing anything wrong. You're parked on the side of the road. Your vehicle is registered. If you should happen to go somewhere you are not supposed to be, which may violate some sort of court order, then we will handle that situation accordingly.
Of course.
Okay.
I expect that, yes.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
You're the supervisor?
Do I have a supervisor?
No. Are you the supervisor?
I'm not the supervisor.
Oh, that's fine. You're the one who's driving this?
I'm the original one.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
Okay.
No problem, man.
All right.
Sure, no problem, man. Cool.
You don't need anything from us, though, correct, sir?
No, I don't need anything,
man.
man.
Need of any assistance?
No, just the CAD number. That's all.
You want the case number?
Yes, please, if you don't mind.
98. What's the case number out here?
9-6.
Thank you. 6.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
All right,
guys.
sir.
I appreciate it.
You have a good day.
Thanks.
Oh, hello. How you doing, guys? Pulling over because you have a brake. That left brake lights out. Adrian.
You gonna stop fucking with me, man? I swear to God, you gonna stop fucking with me, dog.
You have a brake
light out. You gonna stop fucking with me, dog.
Can I see your ID?
You gonna stop fucking with me, dog. I swear to God, you gonna stop fucking with
Just
me, dog.
stand by, okay,
you gonna
for a
stop
second.
fucking with me, dog. You gonna stop fucking with me. Y'all gonna keep fucking targeting me on some y'all gonna keep fucking playing with me?
Hey, stop.
That.
We're not
I ain't got nothing but footage with your bitch ass.
playing games.
What's wrong with you? Man, I'm right here on Martin Luther King and Bill.
You alright? I'll be back.
Nah, this green bitch ass, man. You been getting a break out here, and you steady fucking playing. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. It ain't shit in that computer. He back there mad as fuck right now. Mad as fuck right now. Yeah, man, that green bitch ass, man. Same motherfucking pussy that ain't want to take the handcuffs off. So now you want this how you want to get your rocks off. This how you want to have fun. Well, we can have fun. We can have a lot of fun. I'm the wrong to play with, man. I've been giving this bitch ass dude a break, and I'm sure he didn't about gave you all the scoop. He been getting a break, man. You know what I'm saying? Little bitch ass back there fucked up now, though. You know
Let's
what I'm
not
talking
talk like that, all right? Let's keep it appropriate.
All right?
Okay.
I'm not gonna give you tickets.
What my insurance and shit at, dog? I need all my shit back together.
I'm gonna go grab it.
I need all my shit
I'm gonna
together,
give you a
man.
warning.
I need all my shit
You do
together,
have a
dog.
brake light out. Okay? You didn't have your seatbelt on, but I am gonna give you a warning. I'm gonna go grab it for you. Be right back, all right?
Right, that's what you're gonna have to do.
Nah, he wanted the right tickets, but I still gotta go to court for a set of tickets that they was fucking around on. You know what I'm saying? He know he can't. I can't keep going to court for everything from you.
Hey, you're good to go, all right? You're not getting any tickets.
We done.
See, what's gonna suck for them is when HB 2319 passes, I could be right over here, 8 foot. As long as I can fall forward and I can't touch nobody, I could be this close. That's HB 2319 for you. Allows us to be 8 foot. That's the new law you guys want to pass. Genius. Makes us get closer. All that officer safety out the window. 21 foot. The 21 foot rule out the window.
That's not even what the 21 foot rule is, sir.
What is the 21 foot rule? Somebody with a handheld weapon can reach you in 21 feet, right?
Yep, that's what
that's what it is. I know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a new law that's going to allow us to be closer than your training does. Eight foot. Right now, there's no restrictions. Is this a crime scene right here? How come you guys don't have it set up like a crime scene?
We are conducting an investigation. That is why I'm asking you to stay over here.
Can't fill us out a vehicle.
Why not?
Hey, they can fill us out a vehicle.
Well, I asked them to stay over here.
You asked me. But see, I have the freedom of movement as an American.
Okay, well, we're conducting an investigation.
I'm not doing anything illegal, am I?
In between our vehicles
Is that illegal?
That we want right now.
Is that? It's not something you want, but is it illegal? Having your CAD open is disseminating information to the public, which is a policy violation. It's not anything that I can get in trouble for. It's something you can get in trouble for. Just FYI, I'm not trying to be an asshole. It doesn't matter. Do your job right. Close your CAD. If you got a crime scene going on, set it up like a crime scene. Where's the detective? I know how to do your job better than you, asshole. Don't tell me nothing. I'm gonna walk all through your cars until you establish some kind of shit, because I'm an American and I'm allowed to move around freely. I'm gonna do it because I'm allowed to. You can't do anything because I'm not breaking the law and you don't like it. That's what this is. I don't care what you're telling. Look, I'm gonna keep moving around. Unless I'm doing something illegal, suck my ass. Now you want to bark, now I'm going to move around. I'm not wearing any silver bracelets and I just did what you told me not to. It's amazing.
Get out of the road, man.
Unless he's obstructing the roadway, don't say anything to him. There's no jaywalking in Arizona. See, this is the part about knowing the laws. If you see a car brake or you see somebody screech or a horn, then he's obstructed the roadway and you can say something. But upon your first contact, it's a warning. You're not supposed to identify or issue any tickets. This would be construed as a first warning, you saying something to him right now. Good job, officer. I'm educated. Just remember, there's no legal term for jaywalking. It's obstructing a roadway.
Can I help you? Can I help you? You alright? Why are you recording our stuff? Are you alright? Are you alright?
The reason you're recording the cars?
Why you came up on me like that?
Because you're looking into our vehicles. That's
why you came up on me like that?
Because you're looking into our vehicles.
Why you so aggressive?
I'm not aggressive.
You are.
I'm asking you why are you looking into our vehicles.
Why you so aggressive?
You need to.
You have to be reminded to turn your body cam on?
No, my body cam is on.
What's your name and badge number?
Mandaro 18915.
And yours?
Altobano 26485.
And then here
Altobano 26485.
Why you so aggressive? It's 6 o'clock in the morning.
Why are you
Looking into our
So what? Whose cars?
This is the police department's cars.
Who pays for them?
New City of New York.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I can look at them, I can touch them.
You cannot touch them.
Yes, I could. You mean I can't touch them? Yes, I could.
You cannot.
Yes, I could.
No, you
I
cannot.
pay for them, right?
You do not pay for them.
I don't pay for them. Who
No,
pays
you
for
don't.
them then?
City of New York does.
Where am I
Police
at?
department.
Where am I at?
You
I don't pay for these cars with my tax dollars?
Not for that.
Yeah, you need to do your job. You need to learn your job better. I can touch these cars all I want, bro.
You cannot.
Yeah, I can't break into them, but I can touch them.
You cannot touch them.
Yes, I could. Yes,
No,
I
you
could.
cannot.
I could check on the wheels, make sure the wheels are good. I can look at them. I can do all that.
You need help?
Do you need help?
I don't need help. I'm asking if you need help.
I don't answer questions.
You need help?
I don't answer questions.
You need help?
You go back to work.
We'd love to go back to work. You're the
Go
one standing
ahead.
in front of our car.
Go ahead. I'm on the sidewalk.
What does that do not standing in front of our car? You're still standing in
I'm
front of
saying
the
whatever I
car.
want. I'm on the sidewalk.
What does the sidewalk have to do with anything?
That means I can be on the sidewalk wherever I want.
Okay. You can't be filming the inside of the car, though.
Says who? Who said that?
Says who?
Yeah, who said I can't film inside the car?
It's the law.
Am I detained?
You are not detained.
You're not
So
detained.
what law is that?
What, I'm not saying you're detained.
So what law am I breaking?
You're not to be filming inside the car.
What law is that? What law is that? Some shit you just made up? What law is that? I'm in public. I'm on the sidewalk. That means whatever I can see from public, I can record. Right? You know that, right? You know the First Amendment, right? What law is that? State the law. Just making it up as you go along.
I'm just not gonna
You
play your
always
game.
do that? You always do that? You always
I'm just not gonna play your game.
You always just make shit up as you go
I'm
along?
not making anything up. I'm just not gonna play your game.
You plant drugs on people?
Absolutely not.
So why is he making up laws that don't exist?
He's not. He's not playing your game.
He said I
I'm
can't
not
film
playing your
inside the
game
car.
either. Not
So go
playing
back to
your
work.
game
I told you that.
I
I'm
would
not
love to,
detained,
but
so why are you still
blocking
talking to me?
us.
I'm not detained. Why are you still talking
You're not
to me?
detained.
Exactly.
You can
So why are
you're
you still
free to
talking to
leave.
me?
Why are you still here?
If I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay.
Then why are you still here then?
If I'm free to
You don't
leave,
want to
I'm
talk
free
to
to
us,
stay.
right? So then why are you still here talking
I'm
to
filming
us?
the cars like I was doing before, peacefully, minding my business. You came up mad aggressive, yo.
Yeah,
Ran over
because it
here,
looks
your
suspicious
friend
when
had
looking into
suspicion is
a
not a crime.
It is a crime. It's
Suspicion is a crime?
Suspicion of looking into vehicles is. We get calls for it all
What
the time.
crime is it? Is it a misdemeanor or a
Comes
felony?
over as a 1010 suspicious person looking into vehicles.
Is that a misdemeanor or a felony?
Depends on what you're trying to do. Are you trying to look for government documents? Are you trying to
Whatever
try
I
to
can
break into
see
the
from
car?
public, I can film.
Why are
if
you
you don't
still
want
here
people to
talking
look
to us?
inside your car,
Why are you
put a
still
intent.
Why are you still talking?
Why
to
y'all
us?
just make up laws like that? And crimes, you just make up crimes?
No, not at all.
You just said suspicion is a crime.
Suspicious person is a call that we get all the time.
Is it a crime?
It's not crime to be suspicious, no.
Exactly. That's what the question
need
was.
help at all?
Is suspicion a crime? I told you I
Do
don't
you need
answer
help at all?
questions. The question
Take any
was, is
medica-
suspicion
any
a
type of
crime? Are you
medication?
high?
I'm not high at all.
Or you just hard of
Do you
hearing?
take any medication?
Are you drunk?
Absolutely not.
You sure?
100%.
Okay. Suspicion's a crime. Can't look inside vehicles. What's next? What else?
Do you need any type of
I
help?
don't answer questions. I told
Do
you
you
that
need any
already.
type of medication, or do you take
Are
any
you?
medication?
You need an
at all?
ambulance, sir?
Do you need? I'm asking you. If
You
need an
okay?
ambulance. I'm asking you if you're okay.
You got ADD or something?
I do not have ADD. I'm asking you if
So
you're
you
okay.
can't. You don't listen well?
I listen fine.
I told you I don't answer questions.
Are you still talking to us?
So
though?
stop asking. Stop asking me
I can
questions.
ask questions.
Have a good day. Excuse me. If y'all done with these drinks, you should throw them out. It's not a garbage can. It's a police vehicle. Yo, is any of y'all a supervisor here? The supervisor? These two guys just making up laws?
What do you mean?
You said I can't film inside the car. It's a crime?
If you're going inside, it just looks suspicious. That you can record
And he
it all
said
you want.
suspicion is a crime?
Yeah, I just left my police vehicle here, going inside there. I don't know what's your intention. I mean, a lot of auto braking happening, so that's why they might be asking. You can record it all you want. It's no problem. There's other cars.
So suspicion is a crime?
It's just like, you know, looks. It doesn't look good. Like you're going behind.
But am I breaking the law?
Listen, we are investigating your crime over here.
Okay, I'm not stopping you. You guys are just literally standing around. That's how you investigate?
Over here.
You investigate by just standing around?
You can look up on the 911 dispatcher and check it.
It looks like you're chilling, like
doing the job, trying to do the job.
Okay, you should like teach them that. Teach them about the First Amendment. That I'm not committing no crime.
All graduated the police academy. They're all.
Come on, you know the academy. They don't teach you nothing at the academy.
I take pride.
They don't teach you about the Constitution.
So you have a great day, okay?
Did you learn about the Constitution at the academy? They didn't teach you that, what, 6 weeks? In 6 weeks you learned about that? That's something bugging. Yo, brush up on your law. Suspicion is not a crime. Brush up on the First Amendment, all right?
Have a great day, sir.
Not everybody's a f***ing criminal.
This case is yet another reminder. Knowing your rights is not enough. You must be ready to stand up for them. Law enforcement officers, whether intentionally or not, often use pressure tactics to coerce compliance, relying on the fact that most people don't know the law. But the truth is clear. If you haven't committed a crime, you are under no obligation to identify yourself. The lesson? Always stay calm, assert your rights, and never let intimidation override your freedoms. Because in the fight for civil liberties, silence is surrender. Imagine walking down a busy street, camera in hand, capturing the vibrant life around you, only to be confronted, threatened, and told you have no right to do so. The tension rises as business owners and even law enforcement challenge your basic freedoms. What starts as a simple act of public photography quickly escalates into a heated confrontation over rights, authority, and the law. But who is truly in the wrong? And when those in power fail to protect, who holds them accountable?
I gather.
Just out getting some video today.
Like I said, there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Right.
You know, nothing wrong with that. Did you have permission to take photos inside the store?
I was never in the store.
You weren't?
No.
Okay. All right.
I was taking video from out here. He come out yelling, "No picture, no picture."
Okay.
And I was like, "Whatever, dude," you know.
So you
And
never
then-
went in the store?
No.
Okay.
And then he got mad and shut the door, and then he pinned that up, and then this dude showed up over here, and then he claims he's the owner, so he got all hyper aggressive and stuff, and then he took a couple swings at me.
Okay.
And I just, you know, stiff arm, keep the guy away.
Okay.
Held my camera like this because he threatened to take my camera.
Okay.
The other dude threatened to kill me.
Okay.
And then he took a few swings at me and stuff, and I just, you know, I basically stood my ground. You know what I'm saying? You know, in a defensive
Did you ever lay
posture.
hands on him at all?
As far as, no.
No. So you never touched him or anything like that?
No.
Do you have your ID on you, sir?
Yeah, no, I don't.
I do have to have it because this is an investigation now because there's a physical, that kind of thing going on. So that's why I have to have your ID, okay?
No. Am I suspected of a crime?
There is a suspicion of the crime until we
Am I suspected of a crime?
Yes, you are.
Okay, then I'm going to invoke my right to remain silent.
Okay.
I'm going to let you know right now, everything that just happened was live on YouTube, and I'm live on YouTube right now.
Okay, I don't have a problem with that, sir. Not at all. Like I said, I'm videotaping too, all right? So, but this is an investigation, so I do have to have your ID.
Investigate away, but you don't need my ID for that.
I do need your ID.
No, you don't.
This is part of an investigation, sir.
No, you don't. If you want my ID, all you have to, if you want my ID, I will give it under threat of duress and arrest. That's it. Because I know for a fact I don't have to give you ID or tell you who I am. I don't have to cooperate with your investigation.
Okay.
I have the right to remain silent. This guy, the other guy in shorts, he took a few swings at me. He attacked me, him and his buddy, and that's that.
Okay.
And I've got it all on video.
Okay. That's
3 different cameras.
all right.
So they're the aggressors. The guy in the shorts is the attacker. He attacked me. All right. And I think it's these folks right down here. They watched it and videoed it too, if I remember correctly. It was kind of hard because I'm keeping an eye on 2 guys that are coming at me.
Okay.
While I'm constantly, you know what I mean? Keep your hands to yourself. My hands are full. I can't fight nobody.
Well, I mean, you can understand, and I'm not making excuses for anybody. I'm just saying that you know, with that
Well,
being videotaped,
well,
like, could you understand having, you know,
No,
your
I don't
business?
understand because this is my right to free press, and I don't understand people not liking that. So I don't understand that. I did nothing illegal, did nothing wrong. I'm a tourist here taking video. Him and his buddy attacked me.
Okay. Hey, I'm Sergeant Edwards, Mackinac City Police. How are
Here,
you?
nice to meet you.
All right. So, I kind of heard what you told my partner.
Right.
All right, I got both sides of the story, okay? Because there is a complaint that's going on. Okay, we do need to ID everybody that's involved. At least, you don't have to give me your ID, that's fine, but I just need your name.
No.
Okay.
I'm going to invoke my right to remain silent. If you want my identification, I'll give it under threat of arrest and duress.
Okay.
And that's it at this point, because I did nothing wrong.
Okay.
I haven't broken the law, and
You
I know,
haven't,
and I know I'm not required to give out ID unless I broke the law.
Okay. All right, well, and I'll let you think that. But
Okay.
if there, but hear me out. But if there is a problem, we do need to start IDing everybody. You see where we're coming from?
No,
right?
I
You
don't,
at all?
because I have the right to be secure in my person's papers and effects and my identity, and I haven't broke the law.
Okay.
I know under the Fourth Amendment right now, I don't have to give the ID.
Who is it? These people down here, Liz?
Yeah, I think it was them they watched. Him and his buddy were the aggressors attacking me. Where'd the guy in shorts go? He was the one swinging on me. Yeah, maybe it wasn't them. It's hard to remember. I'd have to go back and look at everything.
You can record, that's fine.
Yeah, I know.
Fair enough. Okay. So if you don't want to record, you got to tell me that you can take videos and all that. Yeah. So, but you can do that. That is within his right. Okay.
All right, sir. We're all set. Have a nice
All right, thank you.
Here come the po-po.
I smell bacon.
Oh, he's not going to come up to us. Certainly not. I don't think he's that dumb, but he could be.
Oh, he's stopping.
They're all dumb.
Oh, yeah. I won't say they're all dumb because I haven't met them all, but the majority of them are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rest my hand on my gun like they do.
Right. Absolutely.
I'm gonna get between you guys. Excuse me. How are you?
You back up.
This is public. This is public.
Yeah, this is all public.
You go back in your car if you're scared. That guy only got a camera. You got a gun and a car and everything.
She did. She told me to back up.
Oh, you screwed it up.
Why'd you have to go and do that?
Back up, thanks.
This is my stuff, lady.
All right. But you're approaching
This
me,
is
so
my
you
stuff.
back up,
This ain't
okay?
your stuff.
Look at
This
this.
is my
All right.
stuff.
Look at this. Wow, that's a major fear. Maybe you guys know how it feels when you surround us like that.
I don't know why
Especially guys that are not armed. People that are not armed, you know?
You're not armed.
That's what I'm saying. People, especially people that are not armed.
How you guys doing today?
Good. What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number? Seriously, don't you have to identify who you are?
By policy, she does. And by law.
Can you read? Can you say it out loud for me, please?
Read the Constitution.
Yep. Read your policy and procedure.
Look, we got them all rolling up.
Do you know the four elements?
I said it earlier.
Do you know the 4 elements of the First Amendment?
Wow, we got a lot
Do you
of
know the 4
attention.
elements of the First Amendment?
Why are you questioning me? I'm just
Because
you should know.
Because you should know.
Because you have to uphold it, correct? Definitely, yeah. Okay.
You guys would be right here right now if you guys.
Yeah. Oh. Here we got another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cops.
Why are you guys here?
I got like 688 complaints on the Secretary of State.
so I can take your qualified immunity.
Government officials giving unlawful orders in the middle of public property.
You hate it, don't you? Why do you hate transparency so much?
You know what?
Really? Do you wear a camera? Body cam?
What's that?
Do you have a body cam on?
And a simple just.
No? Can you please state your name and badge number, please?
Bayton's 1259.
Thank you. Was that so?
So welcome.
Was that hard to do?
Not at all.
Okay, why couldn't you do it the first time I asked?
Well, you should be. It's last council
You just got to be nice to the public, okay? That's all we're doing. But you were like afraid of somebody walking up on you. Is it because you're a female?
No.
What is it for? Why are you afraid of somebody walking up on you with a camera?
Come up to me nice.
Huh?
We have cordial conversations. I'm good with it.
We're just talking. Why is it so difficult for you guys to have a good rapport with the public?
Don't know their proper place. And
No comment on that?
they're presumed authority.
I don't see a supervisor on scene. I need to request a supervisor, please.
Hello.
Give it to you.
How are you? Good. Can I get your name and badge number? What was that?
Right there.
I can't hear that.
E. Sanders 1130.
Thank you.
You can see it on your phone.
But it's your policy to identify.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Did you not know that?
I don't know a lot of my policies, obviously.
Why not?
I don't know.
Shouldn't you know that?
Why are you trying to start a conflict here?
I'm just having a cordial conversation with you.
Not really.
Really? What's not cordial about it? Asking questions.
He was just yelling at me, and he's walking up to all of our patrol cars.
I'm not yelling at you.
He was.
Well, I'm not. I'm not yelling.
And then I showed you my badge, and you.
But you can't do that. You have to verbally state your badge.
I didn't know that.
You do.
Is it in writing in my policy?
Yes, it is.
It is?
You might want to go back and check that.
I probably will.
Do you know the 5 parts of the First Amendment?
5 parts of the First Amendment?
And they
I didn't know I was in school
all
here.
legally arrested 2 of my colleagues.
Can you name the 5 elements of the First Amendment?
Ma'am, I'm not going to get into this with you. I'm here because...
That's what they all say. I'm not going to get into it. When we ask questions, we ask questions and we get no response. When we ask police officers.
Maybe it's the way you're going about it.
What should I do?
I'm sure if you went to our chief and you asked him questions, he would give you the attention that you're asking.
Okay. Are you not a public servant?
Absolutely.
Paid by tax dollars?
Absolutely.
Correct?
Absolutely.
So we are providing you a job to serve us.
True or not true? We're also here to serve everyone here on private
Right, and we are included in all this.
This is all private property. It's all privately owned.
But the public can be here.
Yeah, they can, but it's also privately
Time,
owned.
place, and manner.
It's also privately
Time,
owned.
place, and manner.
It's also privately
Time,
owned.
place, and manner.
Well, it's also privately owned.
But
So
time,
if-
place,
if
and manner,
you-
we're allowed to be here.
This isn't government-owned property.
Right?
So if people find your
We're not breaking the law.
If they find your behavior conflicting to their business, then they can ask you.
Filming is conflicting to their business? Really? How so?
Because you're somewhat agitated.
We're what?
You're somewhat agitated.
Wouldn't you be agitated if there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 police cars?
Well, you were agitated before you got here. That's why we got called.
We were not agitated. We were taking pictures.
But that's why we got called. It's private
For
property.
taking pictures.
I'm not sure why they called, but we got called because...
There's also a Secretary of State right there that's also state-owned. So
But this is not state-owned. This is not state rented.
Okay.
This is privately owned. This is someone's personal property.
Right. You understand, sir, that there's a Secretary of State office
I just
right
told
there,
him
which
that.
means this is all public domain. The parking lot, the sidewalks.
So sure that's.
You
Yes,
might
sir.
want to check that.
If it's when a state government.
Know your laws.
Public domain.
Can I get your name and badge number? What's that?
Lieutenant Taylor.
What's your badge number?
1145.
Thank you.
We're all publicly accessible.
See, that's how you should interact with us. We're not here to cause any harm or trouble. We simply want to film. We want the police to know that it's okay because we were filming, right? So it's not against the law. Right, but it's not against the law. You should say, oh, they're just filming, bye.
You do the settings where you flip that thing upside down?
I'm out of batteries.
Because I know you can like mount it on your helmet or whatever and then flip the image upside
I've
down,
had
right?
it on when I ziplined. That was pretty cool.
So did you ever hear of the Osmo Pocket camera?
If we have all
cool. It's like this big.
Really?
And it's on a gimbal, so you get really good footage.
Oh,
You don't need
really?
to get like
What's it called?
Osmo. Osmo Pocket.
Alright.
It's a little tiny camera. Let me see you guys got like all your cell phones that I got here. Just it's like $200 or $300.
Okay.
But it's good
I'll look
content.
at it. All right. That's awesome.
Better than the iPhone in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. All right, we're gonna get back out of here.
All right.
You guys have fun.
Yeah. Take care. Be safe.
Yeah.
Just so you know, we're not out here causing trouble. So people get all panicked when the camera comes around. So people get all panicked when a camera comes around. You know. But there's cameras everywhere. I mean, there's probably cameras in this parking lot, right? How come you guys don't have body cams yet?
Money.
Yeah, it causes a lot more work and headaches sometimes.
We got about maybe $200,000 worth of time out here right
It's air
now.
conditioned and special cooling equipment and stuff like that. So they're coming.
Well, it's good. It's only to protect you and us. So I wish you could go in and talk to some of these people that misuse the 911 system, or you know, they didn't. Okay.
Remember,
People don't know the law sometimes. And,
that we're looking at.
yeah, obviously it's
It's the oath.
you got to agree it's a little bit suspicious to someone that doesn't see
Well,
5, 6
I wouldn't
people
use
out
the
there.
word suspicious because that's a bad word, you know, for us.
Unordinary.
Yeah, there you go. Unusual. There you go. Yeah, it's unusual. I agree.
Yeah, as long as you
Absolutely.
tell them they're not here to.
Yeah. We're not here to cause any trouble at all. So,
He's a lieutenant. How you doing, Lieutenant?
Good, sir. How are you?
Pretty good, thank you.
So that's nobody.
All right.
That's ultimately.
All right, you guys have a good day. What's your name?
What's up, Joe?
What's up, Drake D? Back up for
Bro,
me.
why are you getting so close?
15 feet, bro.
What is that?
15 feet.
What law states that?
15 feet. It says, law says 15 feet.
What law?
You want to explain to him the new law?
Yeah, what new law? Because last I checked, the judge striked it down. The federal judge striked it down. You tried this with many other people, Joel. I know how this works. You know how this works. Okay. You know that this got struck down. Thank you. Can get out of my space.
I'm giving you space.
Get out of my space.
I'm giving you plenty enough space. How you doing today?
I'm doing good until
What
you
brings
stepped
you?
in my
What
face.
brings you over here today?
You guys.
Us?
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you. You're doing an awesome job.
I'd say the same
How's your
thing
day
with
been?
you, but you're a piece of shit.
Am I?
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that compliment.
Yeah. You know you got like 5.5 million views on your face.
Oh, I do.
Yes, sir.
Man, what's up, everybody?
What's up?
How you doing? Why are you handshaking so bad?
Because you're in my space.
I'm not.
I
in
don't
your
feel
space.
comfortable with you in my face
Are
like
you doing
that.
anything wrong right now?
No.
So
Why you
have
got
nothing to
hair
be
on your
nervous
nose
about.
like that? I thought hair is supposed to grow inside your nose, not on the tip of your nose.
Why is your teeth brown?
Because I smoke
You don't
cigarettes.
brush your teeth?
No, I smoke cigarettes.
Oh. So, I mean, do you have personal flaws? I have personal flaws. I'm not perfect. Are you perfect?
No one's perfect.
Okay. Exactly. Nobody's perfect. I appreciate that.
Appreciate what?
Throwing smoke up in the air instead of my face. Being
I
respectful.
mean, I could blow it wherever.
I just said I appreciate the fact that you blew it up in the air instead of in my face. You know how to take a compliment?
I do.
Okay. So take the compliment. You don't have to be an asshole about it.
An asshole? What is your badge number, height?
My
Actually, I
badge
know
number
your... Go
You
for
know
it.
my badge number.
No, I was gonna say I know your first and last name, but what's your badge number?
My bad.
No, but
That's Joel Height right here.
You just said
This is
that
Joel Height.
No, I know. You called me an asshole, or said something wrong. Yeah, but you're in a uniform. You're under professional. You need to be professional right now. You can't be unbecoming and cussing. Okay, you can't be cussing in uniform. You can't be cussing in uniform. I know how this goes.
Dude, I don't know why
It's
you're doing
the
this. You
same-
should be over City Hall writing policies and procedures.
It's the same thing as Jaeger calling us losers and being found. You know, the complaint was sustained. I'm gonna put in a complaint for you saying asshole while in uniform.
Okay.
And you're gonna be found sustained for that complaint.
Okay.
I'm gonna step back over here.
This encounter serves as a stark reminder that knowing your rights is not enough. You must be prepared to defend them. When faced with intimidation and unjust demands, standing firm can expose the flaws in the system and push for real accountability. The right to film in public is more than a legal privilege. It's a tool for transparency, ensuring that those in power are held responsible. In a world where authority is often misused, vigilance and courage become our greatest shields.